Hi everyone, it's Be Divine. Welcome to Divine Miracles, and thank you so much for being here with me. And as some of you guys may know, this is just a bit of an update with what's been going on, as I've spent like the last week pretty much in hospital, and I had an infection that was going on from a tattoo that I had covered up. But it wasn't just an ordinary tattoo. This is like a half a sleeve on my arm, so it was pretty huge. And I went through a whole lot of pain the next day, obviously thinking that this is just from the tattoo. And then a whole lot of swelling happened. It all just started to happen really, very, very quickly. And I had to go to hospital. And then I was sent home from hospital because they thought I was just having an allergic reaction. And then gave me some cream. And I put the cream on, I had an allergic reaction to that. It was just unbelievable. So I went back to hospital again. And it was touch and go with me for a while because they could not stop the infection because I was allergic to the antibiotics. And I'd never been allergic to anything in my life, you know. So this was a really trying time. And I really thank you all for your support, understanding, you know, and Bobby from overseas, he was trying his best to keep you guys updated, although he was beside himself worrying. And I was as well. You know, I have to admit, I was thinking something's really going on here, or you know, something is not going to heal, because this was just really incredibly bad. Excuse me, incredibly bad, and I just kept getting worse. Then all of a sudden, everything turned around. So I know a lot of you were sending me healing, beautiful prayers and support. And I'm sure that the love of the divine just suddenly just engulfed me. I am still sore, and I'm still not completely out of the woods or up to doing all my normal healings and things that I do. But I wanted to do a card of the day kind of thing, I guess. I wanted to do a Domino Angels card for you all. I just wanted to say though, also, at this time, because there were so many things happening, people dropped out of my Patreon channel, and you know, things have been dropping away, and obviously I haven't been able to work, so it's been a little bit difficult on top of everything else. So if any of you feel in your heart that you would like to make a donation at some point, I'm ever grateful for that. There are links below for the PayPal. You know, if you make a donation, then you can always get some kind of discount when you're ready to buy a reading or something similar. But I'm just asking at this point in my life, it's a difficult time for everybody, and then having all this hospital and everything over the top of it. So I wanted to say also that there was a lot of dark energy that was probably laughing their head off that someone like me was not well. And I know already some of the people that might have been as well. And believe me, I could feel that dark energy trying to take over me. But I'm sorry, it didn't work. My light is just too bright, and it's never going to work. So if people are sending negative stuff, or they're sending all their curses and hexes, which I know happens, like it happens all the time, it's just not going to work. So what this has taught me through having this experience of something erupting, and this may be something that you can think of when something is erupting in your life, or you've suddenly got an illness, or you've suddenly had a problem or an accident and you're going through pain, you know. I always denied myself to feeling pain. So if something came up with me, I would be saying to myself, it's okay, you've got this, don't worry about it, you're tough, you know. And to the point where, you know, I've hurt myself many times, and, you know, I won't sort of show it. And then because this is my right arm as well, it obviously showed me the masculine or the males in my life. And some of the males in my life have not been terribly good to me, you know. And there's been some festering of deep-seated pain. And I've been sitting there saying my whole life, I'm okay, I've forgiven, I'm out of it. But obviously there were still things that were festering. So what I'm feeling from this whole situation, even though I couldn't tell it at the time, and what I'm feeling is that, you know, I had suppressed for so long. And in order for me to get to the next level and to help you more and to open up my abilities more and to release and all of the things that I needed to do, this needed to come to the surface. I needed to go through some pain here. Like, not because God's making me suffer, but I needed to get through it, see it for what it is, break through to the other side, allow my heart to break open, allow God, the angels, the energies, to work their healing magic, once and for all. So I don't have to deal with that kind of stuff anymore. And this is something like, many people suppress their feelings, or they suppress anger and hatred and all of those things. It's eventually going to fester somewhere in your body. Illness comes from the way we think and the way that we think about ourselves. Things happen because of that. This happened because I had a tattoo covered up and it ended up getting infected, and then they thought it was an allergic reaction and all of that. But that led me to a rebirth. It's like I was completely just shut down, like who I once was, completely shut down. Like in a shamanic sense, where you have the whole burning or cleansing of the physical, spiritual, astral body, like completely gone, until there was no life force. And then suddenly it just erupts into an even bigger life force. So that's how I'm seeing it. I always try to see a positive in any situation anyway. But you may take something from this for yourself too. When you're feeling in pain, or you're hurting, or you're upset, don't stifle it. Make sure you're saying, hey, that's really annoyed me. And it's annoyed me because, it's sparking something inside me that I have not healed, or it's upsetting me because I always feel bad about myself. So you're just reaffirming that kind of thing, So whatever it is for you. I mean, I spent days just in and out, in and out, in and out, like not myself, at all. I couldn't focus. I couldn't clear, I was trying to help the people in my hospital room. I had some old ladies in the hospital room with me, and one of them just called out my name. She didn't even know what my name was, but she called me Bet, B-E-T. And she kept saying, Bet, 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 through the night, like calling me. And I'd say, okay, I'll turn my nurse light on for you. And I'd be turning my, call button on for her. So the nurse would come in and check on me, and I'd say, no, it's her over there. And she'd wake up in the morning, oh, thank you so much for helping me, And I was up and down all night. So I had hardly any sleep and all this trying to help these people. But it took my mind off myself, if you know what I mean. But I've not been able to use my arm very well. I thought at one stage they were going to cut it off. So I went through all the emotions of that, and then you're thinking, okay, I can deal with that. And then it's like, my arm might get cut off, and you're going through this whole thing. And because they just could not get the infection. They couldn't give me something that could. And then they finally found something where I didn't react as bad. But, I still had a reaction, but not as bad. I just had this whole big red face and itchy neck and all this kind of stuff. But that was nothing compared to what I was going through. And so I'm going to be, it's going to take a little bit of time. Like if you were to see the photographs of my arm, you would just be horrified. I've sent them to a few people. I have to keep it wrapped up when I'm going out and stuff. But really, I've learned to use my left hand to do a lot of things. And I've learned that it doesn't matter what's happening. It's not an evil attack when something is going on with you. Not, we always go, oh, someone must be sending me bad energy or something. No, this was something that was on an internal, because your infection is internal and it's coming up to the surface. This was something I didn't even realize I had so much rage, so much hurt, so much anger inside of me, So now I'm just pleased that it's gone, and can work on some, different strategies in my life. And I just feel like everything has been refired inside of me. Even though I'm not up to doing what I always do and lots of everything all the time, not yet, I'm actually giving myself time, which I don't do either. So there's another thing, And I want to be able to share with you a lot of videos and a lot of information and a lot of free things as well. And I feel like this wisdom of the universe is just turned up a notch here, and I'm going to be able to share some things with you. So I'm going to be doing the Domino Angels, which of course are at my website. And I don't even know how many card decks I've got left of these. Okay, so all of the things at my crystal store are free shipping anywhere in the world. Just wanted to tell you that, just in case you didn't know. I haven't been able to update my website just yet, so all of the readings and things are still the same. Okay. I'm going to do a Domino Angel card. I'm just turning them all up the right way. And these were the only cards that said, someone's going to hospital around you, you know, and it was me. Oh, God, because I never go to hospital. I'm telling you now, I don't go to the doctor. I don't do anything like that. If I'm sick, I just get over it myself. You know, I work on my own problem, what I think it might be on an internal level. So this was just not good for me. But anyway, it was in the end. Okay, so people think that you're, you know, going in a different direction than you should be because something's going wrong over here. It's not. It's all part of the path, all part of the parcel of your life, if you work it out. Okay, so let's do the Domino Angels. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I get a message for you all. And I'm really grateful. I really, really, really am grateful that you were all so amazing with me. Archangel Sandalphon, okay? The angel of music. And I've been singing like a banshee. Okay, Archangel Sandalphon is with you now, asking yourself to express yourself more with music. When you're feeling low, crank up the tunes and see how your mood changes. Also, it's time to be sure that you're ready for anything. There can be somebody who's trying to cause trouble, and you will really need to be mature at this point. Be patient with yourself at this time, which is huge for me too. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon. Light a yellow candle and put on some music to connect. So when we're asking for the angels to be of assistance to us, we're actually calling in the energies of unconditional love in our direction. Angels and, you know, celestial beings and spirit guides and all of this is energy. Well, angels especially are energy of unconditional love. But, you know, we're pulling a different part of unconditional love towards us. So when we're working with Sandalphon, we're working with the part of us that is attuned to the frequencies of the universe. The song that we have that plays in the universe, the frequency that we are. And this is recognized by these energies, okay? And so as we lift ourselves into new directions and as we start to vibrate at different levels and we start to sing, you know, then our aura and our vibratory field just change and grows, okay? And this can make you be like, almost like a beacon for the universe of the music of the universe. So it's like, oh, that person's there ready. That person's there ready to receive, okay? Because you're vibrating at that level of receiving, of manifesting. You know, music can help you manifest things too. So Jimi Hendrix said, you know, it just comes to me. You know, I just get the music, it just comes to me and it comes in colors, you know, because he was vibrating at the right level. He was taking the music and he was doing something with it. Sometimes tunes and music come to me and I go, oh, that's a nice tune. I don't do anything with it. You know, it's trying to get there. So as you open up and listen to music, you change your mood. You can, you know, I've found with music over my life, like listening to something when I'm really upset or really angry is different to when I'm listening to something when I'm really excited, you know, and I want to do something. Like when I do a house clearing, it's like I usually put on the Jackson 5, you know, don't blame it on the boogie. You know, I put that song on really loud because it gets the energy pumping, the vibration higher, which can clear out any lower vibration. You know, this is what we need to be thinking about, you know, the frequencies of what we are and how we can raise our vibration. As soon as you start raising your vibration, you know, into these next levels and out of the lower density levels, you know, these lower energy levels where all that negative energy resides, as soon as we lift ourselves up above this, then everything starts to easily manifest in our life. We don't have to work as hard, I guess, is the answer. Sandalphon also helps us with the solar plexus chakra, as well as helping us to ground. The solar plexus chakra gets very damaged with all the people that we are feeling empathic for, like people that come in contact with us, people that are pulling at us all the time, and messages that come in, and people that need our help and our assistance. And when we walk into a shopping center and we're like, whoa, too much energy in here, and we feel it, it's all going into the solar plexus chakra, our power center. So all of our power is just escaping, you know. So we need to bring the power back to ourselves. Okay, bring your power back to you. Don't fall victim to someone sending me a curse, someone sending me a spell, someone sending negative energy. They can't get to you unless you let them. If you're worried, you know, that someone's sending you bad energy like that, just say, you know, I cleanse and clear any negative energy that's here, anything in any direction of time that's been sent to me without my permission and without coming from light. I now ask that the angels, if you want to work with the angels, or your own eternal self, banish this energy from you from now and always, you know. So people can send what they want, but they're going to be wasting their time, you know, on you, you know. And once you start vibrating at a higher level, those lower energies aren't going to try and get themselves up there to get you anyway, you know. So work with Archangel Sindalphon. The messages come up that we need music in our life. We might need, sound healing or sound baths. We might need to put on more gentle music perhaps, you know, or music that stirs your soul or gets you into a meditative state, or gets you excited and feeling happy, you know. And also using music to express yourself. And if you're sitting on music and you're like, oh, you know, I don't really want to get this music out there until it's like this, that's just procrastinating. You're just trying to be perfect, and you can never be perfect, because people, you know, they love something that you don't see, you know. Like we all are our own worst critic when it comes to anything that we've created, you know. And other people see it as awesome, and we're like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing, you know, all that kind of thing. But if all of these stars that are out there didn't release their music, then we wouldn't be able to even hear it. If they were worried about the outcome, or worried about the criticism, or worried if people are going to like it, forget all that. Do it for the love of it. Do it because you want to get a message across. You know, who cares at the end of the day? You know, if you start criticizing yourself for everything, you'll never get anything done, you know. And I get that because, you know, when I was coming onto YouTube all those years ago, I was worried. You know, I was thinking, what if people say this and what? And I'm like, in the end, I'm like, so what? They're going to say it anyway, no matter what you're doing. No matter how wonderful you are, no matter how happy you are, no matter how helpful you are, someone's going to be there going, ooh, oh yeah, but this. So what? You know, they do it to everybody. So don't let anybody, even yourself, stop you from where you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to have happen, you know. Now, I'm going to be back with, you know, my tarot readings, you know, and the weekly updates. I'm going to do the monthly guidance. I just need to get myself back to Adelaide. I've come from America to Sydney, then this has happened, and I've had to stay an extra little bit of a time. So I'm trying to make my way back to see my kids, you know, who've been worried sick as well. I haven't had any contact with anybody, like family-wise, at all, you know, through this whole ordeal, which has probably been for my own sake, you know, because you got to reach the depth of your soul to figure yourself out. And I figured out that there are other ways at being tough than always holding like a strong face or putting up with pain that you don't need to. That's not being tough, you know. And that was me always wanting to be tough, you know, be stronger, be better, because I've always been, you know, picked on in some way. So it was the wrong kind of thing to do, but it brought me to the place that I am now. And you guys are going to be the ones that benefit from any changes that I make too. You know, like this road behind me, I just love this picture at my friend's house. You know, the destination is winding. You know, we can't see the end of it. And so many of us are trying to find a foothold into the future. We don't know what that is. So we've got to work on what this is, you know, what this is here. And as we raise our vibration, like I was talking about here, we eliminate illness. We eliminate all the things that have been holding us back from our true self, our higher self. And we don't have to listen to everybody else's spiritual journey, because we're on our own spiritual journey and it's unique to us, and that's awesome. We don't know what's ahead. So let's just say to ourselves, whatever's coming is going to be amazing. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect not just for me, but for everybody that I know. You know, it doesn't have to be, what if this and what if this and what if this and what if this. And as I said to you before, I want to make a series on anxiety and help you. And I feel like I've got a few tools up my sleeve to help you guys do this and conquer it too. If there are videos that you would like to learn from, if there are things that you want to see, I know people want more meditation videos, and I've actually got a meditation that I want to create and put on video here for you all. But, you know, it's not in a professional setting. So that's the thing that's been holding me back. But I'm going to do it anyway, because I know people don't care about that. And the ones that do, well, off they go somewhere else. So all donations are greatly appreciated. I really don't ask for donations at all. But I'm saying it, and I'm speaking it, you know, speaking my truth. And anything that you can offer would be amazing. And you'll get discounts from me in the future if you ever want to get anything from my website or whatever. But I'm really grateful to all of you. I love you so much. You all stood by me, and I felt all of the energy lift me and bring me into this new realization in my life too. I hope that this video has helped someone out there with the messages today. Again, like I said, I'll be back with some, I guess, more normal videos too for you all really soon. And just some things that I really want to share too along the way. And I thank you so much for listening. And until the next time, lots of love, many blessings, and bye for now. Bye.